the donkey of the day.
Look at these donkeys. Bunch of jackasses.
That's time for the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes. Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, September 25th goes to Chris Todd. Chris Todd is the man behind the publication of a book called Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. It is a 59-page book that, as of yesterday, was #1 on Amazon. It was self-published on September 6th, but ever since Diddy was arrested, sales have gone through the roof. Now, the book makes allegations about Kim Porter's relationship with Diddy, says things like Diddy was begging for a pagan. He wanted to be... Man, shut up. I'm trying to be a serious journalist.
Right, sorry.
That's your problem.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be a serious journalist.
Ain't nothing as serious a journalist about nothing over there in that
I'm going to
seat.
get back. I'm not listening to you. Let me get back.
Let me woosah. Go ahead.
Channel it from your inner thick thighs.
Begging from the pagan. Go.
Come on.
Now, the book makes allegations about Kim Porter's relationship with Diddy. Says things like Diddy was begging for a pagan. He wanted to be penetrated. I don't know how that helps to move the story forward, but it's there. Okay, what are some other things in this book, Lauren LaRosa?
The book also alleges that Diddy had extravagant sex parties with high-profile celebrities, including Oscar winners, that Diddy allegedly recorded himself in very compromising situations, including an encounter with an 18-year-old male pop star who went on to become a household name. It also alleges that he was physically violent to Kim Porter. It also alleges that Kim Porter had to make copies of certain tapes as insurance because she thought things would be used against her. These are all alleged in this book.
Damn. Now, the way Chris Todd got this book, according to him, this is what he told Rolling Stone. He said 2 people allegedly close to Combs and Kim contacted him about the book after claiming to have the late actress and model's hard drive, which he said he didn't question. He claimed they said they had her flash drive. I didn't ask too many questions about how they got it or where did it come from. And that right there is the problem. That is the problem I have, okay? That right there is exactly what's wrong with this era. People get information and don't ask any questions about it. He said he didn't ask about how they got it or where did it come from. Okay? It's salacious. It's shocking. And it will generate what? Money and attention. That's all folks care about nowadays. We have all these conversations about combating misinformation. We wouldn't have to combat misinformation if people simply had some integrity. Because I don't care how juicy a story is. I don't care how controversial a story is. First things first, you have to make sure it's true. You have to at least attempt to do some fact checking. Okay, cite some sources. I was born in 1978. I'm old enough to remember when we knew the difference between tabloid gossip and actual factual news and information. Those days are over. And the reason Chris Todd is getting donkey of the day is because he also told Rolling Stone magazine, if somebody put my feet to the fire and they said life or death, is that book real? I have to say, I don't know, but it's real enough to me. Sometimes you have to just put it out there. What do you mean it's real enough to me? Who are you? F your feelings. Let's deal with the facts. Just because you believe something doesn't make it true. And on the flip side, just because you don't believe something, it doesn't make it false. By the way, you're listening to someone who would see the headlines as a kid like, I had Bigfoot's love child. You know, you be in the line at the grocery store with your mom and you see the tabloid and I had Bigfoot's love child. I will see those headlines and want to hear more. But that don't mean I believed it. That is not how this generation works, though. If they see it on social media, if they see it on a website, it doesn't matter what the source is. It doesn't matter where it came from, who's saying it. If they want to believe it, they will, because nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. Chris Todd goes on to tell Rolling Stone, maybe not 100% of the book is true, but maybe 80% is.
What?
He said that is to get those people to come forward and either corroborate or deny the claims, and that helps me as an investigator to know the truth. Chris Todd, what the F are you even talking about? Okay, don't try to make this some moral, righteous release as if you're putting this book out because you want people to corroborate or deny claims. A real investigator would take this book, and if there's something to be investigated, if there are leads to be had, then they would go and collect real evidence to build their case. Chris, you're just trying to make money off a hot topic. Knock it off. And you don't care about who you hurt in the process. And this ain't about Diddy, okay? This is not about Diddy at all. This is about the legacy of Kim Porter. I didn't know Kim Porter. Sat next to her once at a Dave Chappelle comedy show. One of her best friends is one of my favorite people on the planet, Marbette Brittle. Drop on the clues bomb for Marbette Brittle. But I do know that if I was Kim and I was resting in peace, if there was some words that I allegedly left behind, I would want them to be my words, okay? Why? Because I got young kids who have to read this stuff. Can you imagine how traumatic that must be for the babies. The fact that the kids had to release a statement. Can you read some of the statement, Lauren?
The statement says, claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. Our lives were shattered when we lost our mother. She was our world, and nothing has been the same since she passed. We are deeply saddened that the world has made a spectacle of what has been the most tragic event of our lives. Our mother should be remembered for her beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I mean, people believe everything they read on the internet except the truth. And I'm not even mad at people that are misinformed. I'm more upset about the people who willfully misinform them. Chris Todd said himself, I don't know if this is real, yet he still put it into the world. With no regard to Kim Porter's legacy, no regard to how this will impact the kids, all he could think about was capitalizing off the current news cycle concerning Diddy. And he's not the only one. I am all for exposing the truth, but you have to know it's the truth. And the thing I've learned about the truth in my life is that the lies are always loud. The truth is always quiet. And it was like that before social media, but social media now just amplifies the lies even louder. According to People magazine, Kim Porter's family is pursuing legal options. Her lawyer calls the memoir fake and shameless. I hope they sue, even if you don't get anything, because there might not be anything to get. Sometimes you just have to make examples out of people. Most of the time, folks, don't sue. It's because it costs money to sue. It costs time to sue. And you spend all this money and all this time and don't get nothing back. But every now and then, you just have to prove a point. And that's what I want everyone to understand. Can you afford to lie? Can you afford to not have something be actual and factual? I know YouTube and these podcasts make you feel like you can say whatever you want, but please always remember, free speech is not free. And there's a cost for every single word you utter. And if you can't afford to lie, please shut the F up forever. Please let Remy Ma give Chris Todd the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
That's sad.
It is sad.
Very sad. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
There's only one thing I would want to believe in this book.
What is that, sir?
I don't want to say.
What is that? What is that?
It's just, it's this little rhyme.
What's that?
Begging for a pagan.
That's all you care about.
Brad, you've been going off with the sound effects.
First of all,
and you gonna look around like you didn't. You led him right to it.
Whoa.
You look so surprised.
Whoa.
Like you didn't know it was coming your way.
I had no idea. Let me hold my Palo Santo.
Please.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right.
Let's like that at 4 a.m. next time, y'all. He's been off all day. I don't know what's going on.
Pagan is crazy.
All right. Well, thank you
When
for
you
that
beg
donkey
for
today. Now let's open up the phone lines.
For it.
All right.
You want to be pegged,
Woosah, begging for the pegging.
You don't like the people who beg. You want them to it's just a text message conversation. Where you at with the eyes?
Begging for it is crazy. Regardless of who's begging for it. Just begging for it? Please peg me? God damn.
Can we save that audio? Do you have that audio? Thank you. All right.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.